And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Hello and welcome to this Thursday's edition of Alaska Weather that'll give us the weekend forecast this weekend. But up first here, satellite imagery showing the next system here spinning up southwest of St. Paul Island. The cold showery conditions back across the western central Aleutians. But most of this moisture is sliding eastward here with just some areas of clouds and a few light snow showers or flurries over the interior, with other areas not seeing much at all. And that extends all the way up toward the Arctic coast there. Otherwise, some isolated snow showers coming across from Prince William Sound into the Susitna Valley and catching northern Cook Inlet earlier in the Matanuska Valley there. And a little bit of shower activity, but nothing too serious here for the southeast coast with cloudy skies there as this front elongates to the east. For tonight, or rolling this through again, you can see this mostly pushing eastward. And for tonight, still have a front down here to the south coming in as the original one drops off to the southeast there. A couple of weak troughs here keep a chance of showers in the forecast for the southeast coast with mostly cloudy skies, but drying out pretty nicely here for the North Gulf Coast. Just an isolated rain or snow shower lingering, and dry over the interior all the way up to the Arctic coast. Maybe a few flurries there over toward Kaktovik and Barter Island. Possible flurries to the Bering Strait down to Gamble there in St. Lawrence Island. So Vunga should be dry. And we've got rain spreading into Kodiak Island associated with this low coming across the Alaska Peninsula there. And another low back out just south of the Pribilof Islands. A little bit stronger winds with this out of the west-southwest. Possibly gusting as high as 50 miles an hour with gale warnings out in the Aleutians for the marine zones. Higher pressure behind that ahead of the next system with the rain shield just coming onto the chart later tonight. We'll see that low center tracks northeastward here into the southwest Bering Sea north of Attu Island. And that front pushes eastward there with gale force winds and rain coming into the central Aleutians, eventually spreading into the Fox Islands with rain and wind with a warm front there up to the Pribilofs, but not quite reaching the southwest coast here for tomorrow afternoon. Pretty good conditions over the interior, getting a little breezy for the western Arctic coast, maybe the passes of the western Brooks Range, and a few flurries possible, or actually areas of light snow likely for the eastern Beaufort Sea coast with that trough there connected with that 1,012 millibar low up toward Banks Island. Otherwise, low pressure in the Gulf of Alaska with a weak front right through this area brings occasional rain and snow, North Gulf Coast down into the central panhandle there. And then we'll see on Sunday that shifts eastward here, and actually a new low develops along the frontal boundary tracking up toward southern Queen Charlotte Islands. But most of the moisture again sliding up into Canada like it did last night and this morning there, leaving the southeast coast mostly dry with some clearing, and high pressure in the Gulf of Alaska, isolated snow showers over the eastern interior. Otherwise pretty dry with nice weather. Again, breezy, gusty northeast winds through the passes of the western Alaska Range, western Arctic coast. A little more extensive area of light snow and flurries for the central and eastern Arctic coastal areas. And now a pretty strong low center pulls into the southeast Bering Sea here with full gales coming into the Alaska Peninsula up to the southwest coast associated with this, with rain spreading eastward across Bristol Bay to the Trinity Islands there, south of Kodiak. A lot of showers and gusty winds for the Aleutians. And looking at the forecast for, let's go to tonight's lows. We've got lows anywhere from 10 to 20 below, or here in the central and east side, to around 5 above to 15 above, and below zero eastern Arctic coast, 0 to 5 above for the west side there. And for the south central Alaska area, mostly in the 10 to 20 degree range, milder down toward Homer and Seward, mid to upper 20s there, mid 30s for Kodiak Island. So staying above freezing there and well above freezing for the Aleutians. In the southeast coast, same thing, lows 30s to lower 40s. And the highs for tomorrow in the 40s for the southern panhandle, upper 30s, lower 40s to the north with Skagway and Haines in the upper 30s. Same thing for Yakutat, 20 in the Susitna Valley, 20s for the Kenai Peninsula and Cook Inlet, about 6 there for Glen Ellen. and 0 to 10 for the highs in the central interior, a little below 0 up toward the Brooks Range, and then back above 0 for the Arctic coast. Lower 40s for the Alaska Peninsula, upper 40s for Adak, and lows right around 40 for the Aleutians, 30s for the Alaska Peninsula, then dropping into the mid-teens there for Bristol Bay, 0 to 10 above for the interior areas of the southwest part of the state, in fact the Seward Peninsula as well. Below 0 for the remainder of the state here north of the Alaska Range, right around 0 or a little below in the Copper River Basin, and teens to mid-20s south central Alaska. Highs for Saturday afternoon. Mid-30s up around Haines and Skagway again, otherwise well into the 40s for the southern panhandle. 20s here south central Alaska, but again up into the mid-30s for Seward, Homer, Seldovia, lower 40s for Kodiak. Mid-40s here for the Alaska Peninsula, upper 40s for the Aleutians, and the Tanana Valley now rising above 0, highs anywhere from 5 to 10, but below 0 farther to the north, and 0 to 12 for the Arctic coast.